Hello people, welcome to my channel. My name is Hilary and today I will be doing the end of the year book tag. So I will link everything down below and all the questions, and I know I have been getting this video out quite late. So at first I planned this video to do late August, in September or something like that. However, I have not felt the greatest and also the work has been quite hectic, so I am getting this out now. I did look over the questions again and change a little bit of my answers because some of the things I have already read and some of the books have already come out. But let's go through all of these questions. So the first question is the most awkward question, and that is there any book that you have already started this year that you need to finish? And I think the most embarrassing one is The Burning God. I think I started it in April or May. I read 200 pages in and this is about it. I hit my reading slump, but it is on my October TBR and hopefully I will pick it up soon and finish it before I forget everything about this book. I don't think I need to tell you more about this book. This is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, and this is inspired by the Sino-Japanese wars in real life with adding some narcotics and cuts. If we take this question a little bit more looser, I have one more book to add to this list. And this is The Brothers Grimm's Fairy Tales. And actually I started it last year, and I think in June. I read it for a couple of months, so I am, I think, around over halfway in. And then I haven't picked this book up at all this year. So hopefully I will start reading these stories again. I really like some of the stories. They're quite short, from 2 pages to 10 to 15 pages maximum. However, I'm finding that I can't read more than 5 stories straight, and I like to binge read most of my books. Some of these I have already read some of the classics, Rumpelstiltskin and I think Cinderella? No. Snow White? But honestly, I don't remember a lot of these. But yeah, this is also on my reading list. Hopefully I can manage to finish this also this year. The second question is about, do I have an autumnal read to transition from summer romances into winter season? And I don't particularly have. I gravitate more into these magical forests with fairies and magic, and maybe a little bit darker also, but I feel them more in the spring season. I do read some of the horrors and paranormal books. However, I think what could best describe my book and feeling for that is The Vampire Lestat by Anne Rice, and this is my favorite book out of the whole Vampire Chronicles. Way better than The Interview with the Vampire book. However, the new TV show that changed quite a lot, I'm actually really enjoying it, and I didn't believe it's possible. And also what I'm liking about that is that basically they're doing the interview again at a later date in 2002. And in this book series, we get a lot of references from Lestat and from Louis. Also that Louis lied a lot in the first book. And they are bringing that out, that the events that Louis described to the journalist are not quite the same as it was before. So I'm really enjoying that part. But yeah, I think just Vampire Lestat is love of life and the mystery and all of this. It's just my favorite book to reread, and I honestly want to reread it soon. The third question is there a new release that I'm really excited for or waiting for? And there were many books that came out in September or beginning of October, but I haven't particular book that I'm really excited about for November and December releases. So I am putting something here that I think came out in September, and that is Monsters Volume 7. So I read the whole Monsters Volumes 1 to 6 in April and absolutely loved it, and the cliffhanger was to die for. So I should really be ordering the 7th volume and reading it in near future. Another one that I am quite excited for also is Dune, the graphic novel, the second book, Muad'Dib. So that came out in the summer in paperback. However, I have the first graphic novel in hardback, so I do want a hardback that should be coming out at the end of October. So I'm quite excited about both of these sequels. We're halfway done. So the fourth question is what are the 3 books that I'm really excited to read? And I think for that I should be putting 3 books that have been on my TBR, whether inactually or me thinking that if I have time I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna mention those. So the first one is Little Thieves by Margaret Owen, and this should be the Goose Girls. Yes, the Goose Girls retelling should be quite morally grey character, and if I remember the general story correctly, because I think I read it in the Grimm's Fairy Tales, was that the princess had good fortune. However, I think the maid played herself as a princess to try to get the prince and better life for herself. However, that didn't work out great. But yeah, I'm really excited, and this is on my Buzzwordathon TBR also. Another one that I'm excited to read is This Vicious Grace. I really wanted to pick this up in the summer because look at this yellow cover. I know almost nothing about this book except what did it say? 3 weddings, 3 funerals, 1 more chance to save them all. But I have seen a lot of people enjoying this. Books and Gala, I think Elliot Brooks, and other people. So honestly, it's just the cover that I really want to read it for. And last one is that I really want to start my Broken Binding books, and I do want to start with the Ninth Reign, Dwindling Flame trilogy. So this should be science fiction fantasy, I think. I know nothing else about this. It should have interesting creatures, and that is all I know. So these are the 3 quite chunky books that I am actually quite excited to pick up, and hopefully I will manage that also. The 5th question is there a book that could still shock me? And I think I'm gonna put there 2 books. One is Babel by R.F. Kuang. So I have heard from this book are mixed reviews. Most of the people are loving it. However, some say it feels very much like a textbook and it's quite hard to read and get into it. So I am a little bit iffy about that, but if it could pull it off and I were to love it, I would be really happy, and it's on my TBR. Hopefully I can pick it up in November. And another one that I really want to pick up that I know almost nothing about is Blood Cyan by Deborah Falaya. I'm butchering the name. And I know nothing of this except I think it was Nigerian mythology inspired book, and it is on my Reddit science fiction fantasy TBR that I really want to pick up. And for the last question, have I been starting to make reading plans for the next year? And honestly, yes, I have started to look through the books I want to read, or maybe what are my goals, and how also reflecting on what were my this year's goals and how are they going, and what I want to change for next year. So I'm slowly doing that, and I will be sprinkling those snippets, I think, into my reading vlogs. However, I already have some channel changes ideas. Also, I'm pregnant and should have my baby somewhere near the change of the year, so it also will affect a little bit of my channel and my reading goals, because I have no idea how much time will I have and what kind of baby. Is it a very fussy baby? Is it a very easy baby? I have no idea. So I have been doing some plans. I have put some TBR pots that I can pick books from, and also trying to prioritize some sort of list. But I think most of my goal is to just try to get my unread physical TBR to a more manageable level. And also this is the goal for November and December. So hopefully I am successful in that. But this is about it for this video. I think we have quite a nice reading list here. Probably won't manage half of it, but that's it. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and bye!